what's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219. Stand up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV Live. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on here, man. Hey, look.
Yes! Randy Watson!
The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. I'm doing a lot of stuff right now, y'all, because I'm actually, well, I can't tell y'all what I'm doing. But anyway, hello. I hope everybody's having a great day. Man, there's a couple of things I want to point out first. Let me bring my people on. I'm all over the place. What's up,
You
Gina?
are all over the place. What is going on?
Boy, I got a lot of stuff going on. Good stuff. A lot of stuff.
Good.
Definitely good stuff. But so I'm a definitely Felisa, she ain't been on in a while. Say
Hey,
hello.
Lisa.
Hey. I'm actually on some calls right now, so I'm gonna dip out for a little bit. Let Gina handle this. All right. What's up, Mo?
Hey, what's happening, folks?
Oh, what's up, Mo?
Well, today it's the legal hour. Okay, I couldn't get the legal lady to come on. Okay, but we can handle it, right?
We can.
Yeah.
You mean you had it? You can make that phone call real quick and say, "Hey, we talking about this. What's your input?"
Sprinkle, baby.
I already made that phone call. She's actually at an engagement herself, so nothing I can do about it. She apologizes and
Enjoy, legal lady.
Yeah.
So there's two things I wanted to do before we get to the serious stuff. I wanted to lighten something up real quick. Now look, I was in a store today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody say what's up to the life coach, Jeff Rutherford. Why am I pressing?
J-Real.
What's up, coach?
What's up? Y'all caught me slipping out here. I'm trying to make sure I was set up and good.
That's Greg slipping.
I'm look at, but I some good stuff going on. But anyway, check this out. So I was at a store today, and I went. God dog it. There's my fella.
Yeah, somebody keep hitting the doorbell. Ding dong.
Right. I think we need to synchronize our watches.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Something like that. We good.
Because this is the third time you started that sentence over.
I know. Felicia said she missed watching y'all. We miss you being on here.
Yeah. We do miss you.
Yeah, where you been?
Ran up and left us.
All right, so peep this out. I'm gonna get this out, then I gotta go real quick. So I was at the store today, and I love Reese's peanut butter cups. Okay, I love them. So I grabbed one, and I didn't recognize that it was. Here, let me show you. It was Reese's potato chip big cup. Right?
That was a surprise.
This is gonna be good. Keep telling this story.
Hey, Brenda.
What's up?
Okay, now here's the funny part. Okay,
so
funny part.
Again, I get back because I'm on the road, so I get back right. Set up everything so I can have a little background and this and that. Felisa out there with me now, y'all. Look at that.
Everybody live in Michigan.
Hey,
Wow.
I think we all need to pack up and move to Michigan.
No,
you can have that.
I'm going to a warm climate if I'm moving anywhere.
I'm back here.
Arizona somewhere.
All right, so keep this, y'all. So the Reese's potato chips big cup, right? And so I get back here and I look at the picture of it. Cup full of maggots in there. Look at this.
That's
Wait,
why
that's
it
supposed to
fails.
be like potato chip flakes.
Who
Pieces
made
of
that up?
chips.
Reese's and potato. Somebody made that up. Somebody said had some Reese's and some potato chips and said, "This is good. Reese's, can
peanut
you
butter.
make this?"
Now,
Look at
you know what
look
I
at
was
the-
thinking?
Look at it's moving. What?
I was thinking that the chip was like laying flat in the cup. You feel me?
Bruh.
So when you bite it, you
No.
bite a flat chip. That's what I was thinking.
That would be hard
They
to do
magnetized it.
with the
He
machines.
said magnetized.
Yeah, they magnetized
That's
the
what it
chip.
looked like.
They magnetized.
And you got a
it. Look
king
at this.
size too.
Okay,
Bruh.
that's what I say. He got the big cup.
You got the big
And
cup.
it ain't ever gonna
So
be
you
open.
was like this.
No,
Are you gonna try it?
Hell no, we trying it.
I'll try it. I
you
might go
try
buy.
it.
I'll go
Try
buy
it.
it. and try it.
Greg,
It's just turning me off just thinking about it,
Greg.
though.
Yeah.
When you go past one of them people that's begging for something to eat, that's easy.
Oh, no.
And then drive,
That's
and then
wrong.
drive off.
That's wrong.
Oh,
That's terrible, Mo.
And I'm gonna film it too.
Oh, no.
If that's something that you wouldn't eat, don't give it to someone else. If
I'm
it's something
playing,
you don't
y'all.
wouldn't wear,
I'm
don't give
playing. I got a bigger heart than that. I'm playing.
it. Okay.
I gotta get off and get these calls out the way. So I might be back on. I might not be back on. But I wanted to make y'all laugh before I left.
That is
So,
funny.
No, that kind of
I got
grosses out.
Here's something even funnier.
I saw that about a week ago, bro. I saw that about a week
Thank you,
ago.
Gina.
Burn.
Thank you. A special place for him, isn't it, Gina?
Y'all won't let
Special
Gonna
place.
burn.
Hey, they put it out there though.
y'all won't let me say the word, so I gotta put it out. One more time. Hold on.
Man.
Oh, the dude was working out though. One more time.
Wrong.
It's just not right. It's just not right.
I thought we
Yeah,
had.
homie, Jim
I
Shoe
think we need to start our counseling sessions back up.
Yep.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, we
Gina.
might need them again, Gina. We might need those again.
We need those counseling sessions
Oh,
again.
wait. Look at Moby.
That's why you was laughing when you came on.
Bruh.
That's funny. I'm sorry. That's funny. Funny is
Oh
funny.
man.
Yeah, gym shoestrings.
Mo,
He was getting a
stop
good
it, Mo.
He was getting a good
Mo,
workout in though.
you're in rare form. Not only are you laughing at his crazy joke, but you are giving hungry homeless people Reese's with worms in it.
My
It's
man.
food.
He said it's food.
Hey, y'all,
We
make
work
sure
for
y'all-
food. You didn't have to work with it. I'd given it to you. Sorry.
If you are in the
Sorry,
if
love-
you're
love
in the
you.
Chicagoland area, make sure y'all give Jamie McGraw some love, y'all.
He's creating a platform for everyone to come and tell their story of how they turned tragedy into triumph. And everyone has a story to tell. Get ready to be motivated and inspired on That's Why I'm Here. So get ready, get ready, get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, your talk show host, Jamie McGraw.
Hi, I'm Jamie McGraw from That's Why I'm Here.
All right.
That's what's up, Mr. McGraw.
Stop it.
Gina,
Stop it.
get your brother.
Still at it.
I'm not even gonna claim him right now. Get him.
He's still at it.
Everybody, please stay tuned. Dope Living Network, Dope Living TV Network is coming. It's gonna be huge. Y'all think Tubi something, okay? Y'all wait till y'all see what we got in store for you, okay?
Hey.
Yes.
Gina,
Yes.
take it away, baby. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right, bro.
I'm not gonna do like him, y'all, but I do have to say the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates.
That's what it is.
Come on.
There you go. Let them know,
I
girl.
ain't with him.
Me neither.
You said we're not affiliated.
We not affiliated. But you
funny.
know what? We got some good stuff today, man. I
Mhm.
really, really am very, very excited about what we got going on today because you know what?
What?
Justice can be crazy
Yeah.
It can be very crazy. So we're going to touch on that today. Now, we're not lawyers.
Yeah.
We're not professionals in the legal field, but some of this stuff we got to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Definitely.
I know a lot of times we say, you know, what's wrong with our justice system, but sometimes it makes your eyebrows stand up like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna touch on those subjects. How everybody been? Like, y'all, I get to talk again.
Yeah.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
yesterday, girl, you was down
Feeling
and out.
better. That's a good thing.
Much better. It's still a
Yeah.
little crackly, but
That's
I'm
okay.
much better.
Well,
I
I'm
do
not.
know that I probably have a sinus infection though, so
Oh,
I
okay.
got to get that
Okay.
taken care of.
I
But
see.
I'm not.
I'm doing a lot better.
I'm not crackly, but I feel good.
You
You
feel
feel
well?
what, Mo?
He said he feels
I
good.
said I'm not crackly, but I feel good. You said you was crackly,
Mo.
but
Are you okay today, Mo?
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
still in the back of my mind. I'm looking at that little person
That's-
swinging those shoestrings in the back of my mind, and it's got me going every time I say something.
Greg corrupted you.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell. I don't care what you say.
But you know what? Marcy brought something to our attention today that we just had to talk about because I was like,
Okay.
seriously. So I really want to dive into this and talk about this specific subject because
Mhm.
I don't know. So you brought to our attention this young lady
Mhm.
who's upset
Uh-huh.
that her parents will no longer be paying her $5,000 a month.
Ridiculous.
She actually
Wild.
sued her parents
Yep.
for them giving birth to her without her permission.
Mission.
I'm gonna drink my tea.
But wait, a judge ruled in her
Her
favor.
Her
It was
favor.
stupid and great stupid.
Yeah.
The judge ruled in her
Wow.
I
favor.
agree with
Yeah.
them.
Stupid and
How?
great. Evidently,
Come on,
she-
y'all
she-
somebody give me some insight on this.
Somebody
I gotta
had
some
somebody had
insight
a good
on this.
argument in that in that courtroom to convince a judge to go along
Had
with it.
to.
And you know
Because the
what?
first time around she lost. She lost the first time around. What happened?
No,
No.
she won.
She won the first time
And then
around.
they
Her
came-
parents
Her
appealed,
parents appealed. Yep.
Mhm.
And they won.
and then they won.
Then
And
she
she went
turned
back
around
to
and did.
court.
And that's why she's upset because she's like, how am I gonna live? How am I gonna pay my bills?
And she acted like that's normal. Shit.
And
I'm
that meant
sorry.
I had to
She
pay
did.
my job.
She did.
Their society say I have to work.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
wait.
you know what?
This
At
is
first-
so beyond me though.
it's beyond anybody sitting here
Yeah.
panel on
At
this panel
first-
thinking.
Definitely.
At first, I was thinking that possibly there might have been.
Mo, is that you?
I'm sorry. It was me.
Mo,
I was trying
look
to
at us. Look at Mo right here.
Right here.
Right here, Mo.
Mm-mm-mm.
Right here.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You know, at first I thought it might have been like a technicality because sometimes if you go to court and as long as the other people have been served and they don't show up and say you have a good attorney, it can be like, hey, can we just go ahead and move along? They chose not to show up, so maybe they didn't care. You know, I don't know. I thought that could happen, might have been the first thing, but then when you watch the video more to see that after the parents appealed and they won, she took them back to court and they won again. And she's like, so if I choose to get a job, that'll just be extra money because even after paying all my bills, I still have money left over from the 5,000 to play
Even
with
if I get a
what
job.
I want. And I'm
It just blows my mind because
the
where I've
audacity.
had to
Go ahead,
work for
Jeff.
everything. Well, I've
Go
had
ahead.
to work for everything
Thank
that
you.
I've gotten.
Thank
And
you.
I didn't ask my mom, my parents, my granddad. The only thing my grandfather did was he gave me a little bit of money for my first car that I got.
Mhm.
But
And
that's it.
everybody on this panel will be right like this right here. I'm trying to make it look good for me. You know, I'm
Yes.
trying to make my parents be proud of me. Let me get off the teat. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it about
Exactly.
myself.
Yeah.
I can't.
Let me ask
I
this
don't
question.
understand that.
Let me read Byron's remark first. He said the justice system is working for those who have the white away. Plenty of black folks have been on the receiving end of no-knock warrants, and they didn't get a heads up like Trump.
Okay, and that's a whole
Trump
other
didn't get a heads up.
thing.
Yeah, those are no.
It is a whole nother subject. But let me ask this though.
Mm-hmm.
Why would a single person need $5,000 a month?
Because I'm spoiled, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
live the life, and I want to live in a certain manner so that people think that I'm here, and mentally I'm down on the ground, because how
Can't think yourself out of a bag.
You say I did not ask to be here, you did not get my permission to have me, and pretty much she's telling her parents, to hell with everything you've done for me all of this time. She said it. I expect you to take care of me for the rest of my life. So someone did ask, so what are you going to do when they pass away if they don't have insurance policies for you? Because if that was me, I'd make sure I didn't have nothing left for you.
Oh yeah, she ain't gonna be no beneficiary.
Give it to her sisters and
I
brothers.
do my pre-burial arrangements, my pre-funeral arrangements, had that all paid off, tell somebody else, this is what I want to have done. And if she say one word, what was that, Frank Sinatra, one of them, for his family, said, if anyone contests my will or anything, you get $1.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he did.
You just stopped all that.
Yo,
that froze it down, didn't it? That
Sure
froze
did.
it down.
yeah.
Let me.
How can they ask for permission?
Let me tell you this. You got to remember the frame of mind. I know people that give their kids $400,000 a year.
You do?
To
gonna
live,
be,
and
I'm
then
gonna
bought them,
adopt me.
and then bought them condos and BMWs and Mercedes. I know people like that.
I need to be a child.
This is their thought behind that. If I am, if I'm showing them success, and they learn, and she learned that from somebody. She had to learn it from her parents. That's a cut across from them, and she would do it to her kids, and she would let her kids do it to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If she had kids, she would let her kids do the same exact thing.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I think she's a selfish
I'm telling you,
selfish little runt.
She sounds selfish.
It is a
and if she had kids, she wouldn't share that money with them.
No, I'm talking about as far as taking care of them once they grown.
Exactly. Yeah, she let her kids.
She would let her kids do the same exact thing. She done seen that example over and over and over again in the society. People like that. You got to remember, we just got over a big scandal of a bunch of parents paying for their kids to go through college at $500,000 a pop. Think about that. That's a whole nother world. We don't. What the hell? We don't think about hell. $500,000 a year to us is a lot of money.
I don't think
Byron said that young woman who sued her parents is a perfect example of why swallowing beats birthing.
Nah.
Leave Byron.
Byron has now officially taken over for Gregory Gray.
She's gonna get a rude awakening. And if I were her parents at this point, she's very selfish and ungrateful. I would pull the rug from under her, and I would make her see what it's like to be out in the real world.
Trust me. Her parents, $5,000 a day giving her is a nickel in our book.
Exactly. And you know what I blame a lot of that on? I blame a lot of that on social media. I'm gonna tell you this because you have to look at her age, how she talks, and how she kind of acts too. She kind of seemed like that she want to live that life and not have to pay for it. So she can go on trips. She could do all this other stuff. It's free. You know what I mean? You think about it. It's a certain lifestyle that people live. If you make $5,000 a month and it's just yours and it's being given to you, she can manage that out easily. She probably ain't got. She talking about where are my bills? She ain't got no bills. That's number one. She ain't got no bills. What she gonna do with all that money? She gonna be on Instagram taking pictures, going on trips and all that, living the life off her parents' dime.
Right. It ain't worked a day in life. But again, that's that side of the economy, the coin that we can't imagine doing that. Gina, you couldn't imagine to do it to none of your kids. You made your kids work for every. They don't understand the hard work is a good payoff. If you're gonna do something extraordinary, all of us been taught. If you're gonna do something extraordinary, you get extraordinary rewards. That's the way we've been taught. But that right there is ridiculous to us.
But you know what?
It don't make no sense.
on the other side, over the years, I have heard people, and there's people who definitely can't afford to give their children or anyone else $500 a month. But I've heard some ungrateful grown children say things like, when they're mad at their parents, maybe as a teen or in their 20s, well, I didn't ask to be here.
Yeah.
You know, when they're trying to get something out, of course, it's not, they can't afford the 5,000. And when I heard, I'm like, because I've heard that back when I was in school, people, a couple of people made that comment because they were mad at their mom or dad, you know, might have been a single parent or something, and they asked for something, and the parent said, well, we can't afford that right now. And they get pissed and want to curse out the parents and say, well, I didn't ask to be here, you know, like it's their fault. And so because I'm here, I expect to get anything I want. So it's not just for those who have a lot of money. Yeah. It's not just for those that have a lot of money.
Yeah. Level expectation is totally different. But, you know, like I said, that thing's going to keep repeating itself from generation to generation. As long as money is involved, it's going to be generation. Ain't no love involved in none of that.
And you know, I
can't see her having no kids either. I can't see her having no kids.
I'm gonna tell you something. Unless she gets somebody, and there's a bunch of them as selfish as, you know, as still hanging on the teat. As I know kids, like I said, I know some kids, and their parents treat them just like that. You know, $5,000 is a drop in the bucket, and they'd rather pay that $5,000 for them than for them to be at home. Believe it or not.
And you know, you made the comment that darn it, I just lost that thought. But my I wonder what it was, the reason why the parents decided in the first place to cut her off from the 5,000. Was it maybe they had money at one point and now they no longer have the money to do that?
Or maybe she's just being a brat.
Could be
that.
So
they cut her off. Got fed up.
That's probably it right there.
She sounds like a brat.
Yeah, they're trying to teach her a lesson.
Do you have that video queued up?
But wait, it may be because she took them to court. She took her parents to court.
But she took them to court because they stopped giving her the 5,000.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying there's a possibility, like maybe they no longer can afford that. And are they older? And do they now have to go to work to support her while she doesn't go to work?
Wow.
You know,
I would like to know the rest of that story because she done put a rose. She done put a beautiful rose on top of it. As in her eyes, she done put a rose on top of it, thinking that that's the greatest thing she's ever done.
But she sounds entitled, and that's what Byron said. Entitlement syndrome existed long before social media, and it really did. Social media just exasperated it. We didn't get to see the things that were happening before social media blew up the way it did.
But do you remember a case a couple of years ago where that kid was had that girl in Mexico or something like that, and she came up dead, and he got accused of it, went to jail, but got off. And
really,
what did they call? Oh, it's not entitlement. What's the other word they use for kids that are growing up with a lot of money, and they pay their kids' troubles away?
I don't know, bro.
But it was
on the name of that one. But I hear what you're saying though. It's kind of like because when the kid gets in trouble, it's kind of like they use money to just clean it all up.
Yeah, they pay.
They pay them off. They pretty much pay them off.
Pookie and them can't do that. See, Pookie and them got to sleep in the bed that they were made, like they always tell us. You got to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. They don't even know what boots are, baby.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's move on to the next subject because this is something that probably hit a lot of African Americans in the belly. The Mississippi grand jury declines to indict Carolyn Bryant Dunham, the woman who accused, whose accusations started the lynching of Emmett Till. Yeah. So a lot of people were pushing for her to go to jail because there was a warrant that was never served for her. 70 years. How long ago?
87, I think.
87. And so,
or is she 87? I'm sorry.
People were pushing, especially, you know, the family of Emmett Till. They were pushing for that warrant to still be delivered, and it came back with no indictment. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I'm gonna say this: when you have a long length of time for a crime such as that, let's remember that's something that made national news. You know what I mean? That was very big, and at the time, that was when a whole lot of that racial tension was going on. So now you have to bring something to present time. You know what I mean? You have to go back. You got to retrace steps. We know that it happened, but how old is that woman now?
She's 87. It wasn't 87 years. She's 87.
Okay, so see, she 87 years old. My thing
And
is, let's be real. I'm gonna be real from the from kind of like the other side of it real quick. I'm gonna just say the moralistic side of it internally. What she has to deal with, the fact that she lied on that and she kept it hidden. You know, that's her torture and that's her torment. You know, and the only reason why she probably said something about it is because of the fact that she probably think ain't nobody gonna do nothing to her now. You know what I mean?
Yes, right. I'm hoping when she leave this world and she go up to the pearly gates, supposedly, and Emmett Till standing going like this.
Well, look, Bill Cosby is what?
In his 80s. In his 80s.
They sent him to jail.
That's that white away girl.
Yeah.
They sent him to jail. So
exactly.
why isn't it? You know, they're saying there wasn't sufficient evidence.
That's
but
enough.
She confessed to it.
Well, what's so crazy? It's not sufficient evidence. Then why did he end up getting hanged and beat the hell up?
Exactly.
He confessed to it though.
They're talking about there's insufficient evidence. That's what the jury said for this time, and it's the reason why they've decided not to indict her, because they're saying even though there were witnesses, they're still saying that there's insufficient evidence about this case, even though she, as they said, allegedly told the one who wrote her book for her that she admitted that she lied. She admitted that it was her back then husband and her brother-in-law that brought Emmett Till to her home in the middle of the night for her to identify him.
Wow.
And even though there were witnesses, I guess, that are still alive that are saying, yeah, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. And they're still saying it's insufficient evidence. And something that I read that is so true. The fact remains that our American justice system was and continues to be set up in such a way that people like this cannot be brought to justice for their heinous crimes.
Right.
Yeah.
But then again, you'd have to bring a bunch of people from Georgia to justice, a bunch of people from Tennessee to justice, because it's a lot.
But murder has no expiration date.
It doesn't, but you'd have to take a lot of cases and start prosecuting them all over again.
What's wrong with that?
And I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it, but then again, we're gonna have. Are we ready to sustain another rip like we had during the last 4 years with Trump? You know, I mean, even a bigger rip.
And you know, the
do
bottom
you really
line,
think that? Go ahead, Marcella.
The bottom line, I'm gonna go Bible. It does say, the Lord says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And for my case of the murder of my son, that's something that I have to remind myself. And like Jeff said, yes, if they're any type of human being and have any type of heart, they have to live with the turmoil, the lies, and that's kind of like a prison in itself. Does that really make me feel better? No.
And is it going to bring?
But I have to keep. And will it bring back my son? Will it bring back all of these other people who are our Black brothers and sisters who are being murdered, lynched, beaten, shot? It won't bring back any of these people. But it does hurt. It continues to hurt to see that this was years ago. This young Black brother, a king, my son, a young Black brother, all of these, Trayvon Martin, all of these people, Arbery, all of these people out here that could have been so productive in our, in our society, and their lives are all wiped out. But we have we have to remember.
In the end, it's all for a reason. It's all in the plan. And everything is for a reason. But this is one that I know you guys are gonna jump out your seat for, because we talk about this on our relationship platform. There's a woman who actually had a domestic dispute, a 1 sex session a week domestic dispute. A woman, her name is Brenda. She rationed her husband to 1 sex session a week. The husband took her to court and won.
Say, hey, you got to give them more than that.
Apparently, Brenda's only concern was not getting pregnant for the 3rd time. Afterwards, she took it to appeal, and judges decided that no court could rule she was being unreasonable. So basically, she only wanted to have sex once a week because she didn't want to get pregnant again. And her husband took her to court.
You can get pregnant one time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Again, let's go back to my question. How old were these people?
I'm not sure how old they were, but he wanted that snatch.
He did.
Look here.
He wanted some cookie. He wanted some cookie.
Look here. Look here.
He said, open up that cookie jar.
He wanted more than one cookie a week. He wanted 2, 3.
I can't even. I wish I could have been in that courtroom when they were in.
Empty that bad boy out.
I'm telling you.
So wait a minute. She lost, didn't she, or did she win?
She lost.
Yeah,
she lost. And
but then that brings another question. How can a judge tell a person, a woman, that he's now ruling over her body?
That's the point I'm making.
And see,
that's the point I'm making.
And see, this is why it's very interesting. I'm stupid. That's why I brought up this point. This is why I keep making this point when we start talking about the whole Roe v. Wade stuff, because it's funny how people do not want government to interfere. But if government says it's okay to do it and it's in law, now everybody's on government side.
Everybody on the bandwagon.
Everybody on the bandwagon. But if you truly don't want government to interfere in it, have government stay out of it. I'm telling you, having the federal government do that, it was smart on their part, because what they did was they removed themselves out of the element and they said, nah, we ain't got to be a part of this. Leave that turmoil up to the states. So this is why we in the rift of contraception and all that other stuff, because now the state's like, oh shit, we got to actually make up a rule. We got to make up a law about this. We wasn't supposed to do this. It was covered under one umbrella.
But you know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if I'm sure the judge had to ask them, well, how many times a week are you normally doing it?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
You would have to know the answer to that, right? Are you doing it 5 times a week? 7?
Look,
I can't imagine a court system even taking that case.
I can't imagine.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I can't imagine that either, because you're talking about saying, okay, the lawyers have got to dig in and find out why this dude is so.
Yes.
And you know, he's probably. And can you imagine the case? You know, his argument. Look, I don't want to cheat. You know, I don't want to go out and get some cookie from someplace else. I want my cookie jar right here.
I just want to be at home with
That's
my
all.
wife.
I don't
Why
want to be
can't
the
she use
Dunkin'
contraceptives though? Why can't
Exactly.
It's his wife, and you know he wants it.
It could be based on their religion too.
Yeah.
That's
contraceptives.
But you know,
yeah.
But you know
that
what?
could be why he could have won.
I can guarantee there's a whole lot more to this story.
Yeah.
Number one, again, for the court system to even take the case, then that is such a dumb reason, because I don't want to get pregnant for a 3rd time.
What 3rd time?
And then, like Gina just said, it could be your religion as far as using contraceptives. So I'm not sure. For those religions that say women shouldn't use contraceptives, does that include vasectomies as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to think so.
Okay, so
Yeah, I would like
no
to think so.
abortions, no contraceptives.
Mhm.
But Greg said once a week I'm dead.
Hey man.
And
That's
Brenda
just a
said
lot.
that wasn't me. LOL.
I
I'm glad
know
that
that's
wasn't
right.
Brenda.
Look,
My ex-wife name was Brenda.
Well, it
No, that
wasn't
wasn't me. No, it wasn't me.
one me.
yeah, that's that. Look,
One me.
that.
That you know what?
I
That
mean-
would have had to be hilarious to sit in. And I'm sure when the
Man.
lawyers went home,
Yes.
they died laughing at the dinner table.
They
I
had
know
to.
they
You gotta
did.
put that in your
Had
prenup
to.
too. How many times or how often?
Right.
Yes, that-
Hey,
that's
some
in your
do.
prenup.
Some do. Some of them do.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Put it in their prenup?
Yeah.
I'm just
That I gotta. Oh,
I've never heard of that.
I
How
have.
can you?
I've heard in basketball players that put it in there. You got to put out X amount of times a week.
I don't
How
believe
many
that,
times
Mo.
I want? Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't believe that, Mo.
like he got to wait. Hold on, Mo. So he got to put out so many times.
She do.
Oh,
I
she
don't
do?
believe that. So
Yeah.
why do
If
I
either one,
have
that's
to have
wild.
it in? Why do you have to put it in your prenup for me?
Because
But can I
guess
put
what?
it in a prenup for you too?
Probably so. I mean, I just never heard that the women never do. And I always
but then
hear
you
guys.
guys
do.
have to
you really-
agree to the prenup anyway.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
And
be.
do you really think
There's gonna
that
be some
man is gonna
negotiation.
turn down sex, Gina? He ain't about to turn down that cookie.
He
ain't
could be
about to
Trust
turn
me.
down.
Just
Trust
came
me.
in from a game.
Trust me. Trust me.
If he
went
tired,
in
he
there,
gonna
took him a
find some
shower.
way to roll over.
I just
gonna
have
find
I've
some way.
never heard of that one. That's kind of
Yeah, that's
That's
out
wild.
there, ain't it?
That's wild.
That's out there. That's
man.
out there. I
You
don't
know-
know.
you
I don't know.
know-
When I,
you
when I,
know
when I
I'm
first
looking
got
that
married,
up,
our first
right?
15, 20 years, we couldn't stop doing this shit. It was like, go on, get the kids, put them someplace. I mean,
Ain't it?
that's why we sound like seals when we in the bedroom now.
No, you a fool, bro.
That's right.
He just ain't
He
doing
is
that.
telling the truth. It says sexual
scared of
issues
y'all.
and prenuptial agreements can include how often a couple will have sex. One elderly pair
Oh,
settled on once a month, while a younger couple agreed to 3 to 4 times a week. Other couples stipulated mandatory. Oh wow, mandatory sexual positions.
That is too crazy to me.
That is a
Look,
That's
lot.
very
look,
technical.
That's because we are in the normal world. That's in the yaya land over there somewhere.
That's considered a sex contract within your prenup.
Yeah.
Sex contract.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
anybody
money
on this
involved.
panel here to get
Just
married?
like what we was talking about a minute ago, with the other privileged people. The same thing happened with these prenups. These people put some crazy stuff in there.
I just like to enjoy. What happened to just
Right.
enjoying,
Just
experimenting,
being
and doing?
organic.
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
Being
Exactly.
organic,
When it happened,
exactly.
it happened. If it happened in the back of
Yeah.
the Chevy, if it
So
happened
what
in the
happened?
backyard,
You know what?
Let me put it like this: when I'm
Wouldn't that
married,
cancel?
if I come to you and we're married, and you tell me no, I'm gonna take it.
Damn, Marcy.
Hold on, where my camera at? Bye.
We're married.
Wait.
I'm through.
Rewind
I ain't got
that. Say that again, Marcy.
Come here, boy.
I'm married, and I come to you, and you hem it and haw. I'm just gonna have to take it.
You should have blew her up on that.
I ain't never had
blew her
that
up on
issue.
that.
I never had that issue with someone telling me no, but I'm just
Shoot,
saying.
I'm gonna
that's
tell you,
just-
when we was married and the
it's
wind
legal.
blew the right way, we was on and popping. You know what I'm saying? But
Goodness.
But a lot of people do that before, have a whole lot of sex before they get married. Trying to get the guy or trying to get the girl, and swinging
they
from
cut
the
it off.
chandeliers,
They
name
use
the
it as a weapon.
position, and then as soon as you get married,
they
one
weaponized it.
it's like go cut it off. But even for her, like one of you guys made the comment about, then you're gonna get mad if you go out and cheat.
Yeah.
And that was another case.
That's why
So
some
they
of
were,
these women take some of these guys back. Some of these
Yeah.
women take some of these guys back because they weren't putting out, and they went out and said, "Okay, she putting out. I'm going to check her out. But since you want to take a break, she don't want to take a break. I'm gonna run on over there and got to get that real quick."
Yeah, and that actually goes both ways.
It is.
It
Yeah.
does. It does go both ways.
Because
It's
a lot
just-
of people think there's always the
It's
man
more.
that wants
It's
to have
more
sex
men
all
though,
the time,
but
it's
it is
not.
more men than women.
And what
Yeah,
hurts
it
me
is.
is the fact that it's just hard to say these words. A sexless marriage. You know how painful that was for me to
that
say
hurt your
that?
heart.
That hurt my heart because I'm like, who? How? When?
Right. They don't. That's oxymoron. Don't go together. Sexless marriage.
Just don't.
What?
It just I don't get it.
Well, Greg said
Oh Lord.
Sex is essential. It makes the flowers grow.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Y'all said Marcy, pretty knowledgeable about the sex stuff. She's a doula, the new Dr. Ruth.
I am.
Oh, Marcy.
Greg, if you don't leave me alone. He's so silly.
Oh man.
Well, you know what? I also I don't know if you guys heard about the prisoner that choked to death in Rikers. You know, Rikers is in New York. In that prison, they need to shut it down. It's horrible. And this prisoner choked to death on a slice of orange.
Didn't nobody help him?
Well, one thing too, they said they're short of help.
The other prisoners carried him to the, what's it called?
Infirmary.
Yeah. And they actually passed a lot of the guards on their way there, and none of them stopped to help. But you know what? In my mind, I'm thinking, I kind of don't blame them because
you don't know
if I was a security, you don't know what's happening. It could be a setup. You know, while I'm down here trying to help this person, they could be faking. Everybody else might turn on me, take my gun. I'm just,
well,
they're
not allowed to carry guns in there. But it's still some kind of protocol if somebody gets that sick for that jail for people to go and get it. And evidently, when they saw that they weren't following protocol, they stood back and got secure instead of jumping in there. Or they kept saying, "What's going on? What's going on?" You know, he's sick. It could have been a setup. There's protocol, and I'm telling you, there's protocol. And they didn't follow that protocol, so they went into whatever secured, position, which is next. Is what happened.
And then the story that you just said about how they carried him to the infirmary. I don't, from what I have people that work in that field, and from what has been explained to me, they can't just go to the infirmary of that nature. They're like, there's doors and there's security things that they have to go past. So that story, if they're saying that the prisoners, carried him to the infirmary, that doesn't make sense. That's not adding up because prisoners can't
I'm
just
thinking they probably tried to get him there as close as they could, however far they could carry him.
Okay.
And maybe he died,
in transit or something.
He did die in the process of them taking him there.
Okay.
But the fact that the guards they walked past guards and no one stopped to help. I didn't know that they couldn't carry guns. So how do they protect themselves?
They don't carry guns because of the one thing that prisoners will take them away. Whenever something goes down, they call it external extraction unit, and it comes in to take care of them.
So what happened here then?
They didn't. Again, that was prison protocol. Whatever the heck those prisoners were doing, they broke protocol. Because somebody was supposed to be called so somebody can come in and take him out.
Not necessarily the prisoners, because the prisoners can't just call out. It had to have been the person, the security people who were over security. Right. Exactly. And then you got to look at this too. Was this a problem prisoner? Number one. Right. Was this a setup? Like, oops, I didn't see that.
Right.
By the security. Like, okay, hey, maybe I want to say on the books, but ain't money you can get. From a prisoner because they don't have money. They're in prison, but maybe this was like okay, you better look the other way. And that wasn't planned with the choke, and then maybe something more. It could have been something else with that, but
I want to say this too, though, because me and Megan, we had a mild conversation about it. She used to date a correction officer, so this is crazy. True story though. She said at the time he had gotten into a fight outside of work. And even though he was outside of work, there was still a lot of paperwork he had to fill because he's a correctional officer. So let's relate that to inside of the actual prison. So I would like to think if he had to fill out a lot of paperwork for interfering, because Megan told me that he said that that's why they don't interfere in anything while they're inside the prison as well, or inside the facility, because it's a lot of paperwork you got to go through. It's a lot of different stuff that follows you afterwards. Now, for the incident that happened outside of work, he said that followed him weeks after it had happened. So he had to go to court. He had to do all this other stuff for something that happened outside of work. So you could imagine how much paperwork and how much protocol you have to go through when you're inside the facility.
Well, you
so
think about,
could that be the reason why they turn the blind eye there when certain things happen? So
you put in for that job. You put in for that job knowing that you got to do paperwork and things like that. But you know what? Yeah, I want this job, but I don't want to do paperwork.
I don't think he knew it though. I don't think he knew that.
You'll be surprised how many police officers don't show up at stolen cars and accidents because they don't want to do the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
That's so trifling.
It is trifling, but it's the truth. Think about it. How many times you call? If you ever had to call, I had to call for a car that's been stolen. You know what I mean? And it's like, wait a minute, don't these fools know that the longer they wait, the longer it's going to take? And they don't show up till like the next day or some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's not high priority.
Yeah, it's not high priority. They don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
At the end of that shift, ain't none of them policemen try to show up over there and take no on police report. You can call in 2 or 3 times, and just like an accident report.
But this is a man dying, though.
Just like an accident report, and there's somebody is hurt. Ain't showing Jack Dammy on the spot. It takes a minute for him to get there. If it's a fender bender, that fender bender sit there and choke up traffic for 2.5 hours before somebody get there. But if it's somebody hurt, then then 911 is called. Of course, they initiate the call to the police, which is come to the fire department, then the ambulance.
And I wonder if anyone was trying to do the Heimlich maneuver or something like that, and or not doing it for fear of if they did it too hard, if they broke his ribs, from behind, doing it too hard, and then now, now you murdered him pretty much, kind of like, or even like if they thought maybe I needed to do CPR, or maybe they didn't know that he was choking. They might have just thought maybe he was just having a breathing issue, and for fear of, like I said, what will happen after
liability
if
if you kill him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or if there was other prisoners in there saying,
I ain't touching
y'all
with
bet to back, y'all bet to back up. Like y'all bet to back up. We don't want him to,
But think about this for a minute.
It could have been some rivalry too.
What happens then if that didn't happen then? What happens when somebody gets shanked and bleeding on the floor in the prison? What they do then?
Everybody would walk away, pretty much, because I don't want to get pinned.
Don't want to be involved. But somebody got to come scoop this boy out and take him to the infirmary or whatever.
Yeah.
So somebody missed the boat. The question is,
you ever watch them lockup shows? You ever watch Lockup?
Yeah.
And it seemed like
what was the show when we were young was called Scared Straight. You remember?
Oh yeah, when we had to go, we would go there. Yeah, our school.
Wow.
You went there? You went there?
We had there were field trips.
There
were field trips. Where they were taking. I remember even with my son.
They would take the young people, the high school kids, to the jail, to the prison. And I don't think they locked you up though.
No.
They didn't lock you up.
For my son, when my son went, he was like, they weren't scared at first, but then he's like, they were talking about, I like you got a nice butt. These are the men,
that's when it got
they
scary.
were like trying to stay as far away, staying as far away. And he was like, the teacher that went was real cute and shapely. And I remember him telling me things like him and his friends were like, oh my God, we're gonna die. Because they were, saying the wrong thing to the teacher. And they were like, so if they were, and then they really know they're going to get out. They say they put the arms out. And I really think too, for the program, they might have certain prisoners in there. No, like, let's really scare them and say things, so take them at a certain cell block where it's like a setup. So to really scare. And then also part of it was some of the prisoners would talk to them, like, hey, I was in school doing well and, took a wrong turn, listened to my friends or wanted a quick buck and tried this. And this is where I am. And you see how that was when you just walk through. Yeah. And they talk about, oh yeah, my boy was shanked or this, that, and now you see that one over there is now a woman. He's a man, but he's a woman. He's everybody's woman. And you get raped, and like I said, scared straight. But one thing back about the Rikers Island, I did read, they were talking about, they're short of help.
Yes.
So that could have been another thing. They didn't have enough guards there to have
they're
talking about
during COVID, a lot of the staff,
Rikers
more than half of the staff got sick with COVID.
Oh wow.
But the place they say is deplorable.
Yeah.
It's very deplorable. There's rats running around. It smells horrible. But come on now. Now let's talk about that, because these are still people. Like, they're still
Rikers
people.
got that stereotype.
Feel like that they need to be treated like that?
No, but then again, I'm pretty sure that place ain't always been like that. It got that way.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about everything from rundown condition to people that are in there. It got that way. It didn't start out like that. So I mean, it started out as a regular prison. Now suddenly it's worse off because stuff ain't being fixed. That's on the outside. The inside is the attitude and the stuff going on the inside that they let happen, corruption. So,
and think about it. Rikers Island has a reputation for taking some of the worst prisoners who create the most heinous crimes. So the thing is, why would you give them great living conditions to be at anyway? So you know what I mean? They look at them, they're looking at them like the officers in there. I look at them like you nothing. You the lowest of the low. If you in here, if the outside society ain't gonna care about you and they locked you up in here for life, we ain't gonna care about you too. You know,
but do you feel that's right though?
I don't think it's right, but I feel that there's a way to follow it though. You know,
I just don't understand how they allow even prisoners to live like that.
Gina,
in prison.
You gotta remember this, Gina. The prison system is built like the slavery system. It is built to break down and hurt, and that's exactly what the prison system is built. Yep. You got to remember the model that they're following to make these prisons.
That is true.
Prisons. It's to break whatever little hatefulness or whatever stuff they done when they was out there. It is meant to break them so they know how to follow rules like everybody else when they come out. They're supposed to anyway. You know.
And then we also have to look at our history of how many of us are in prison because we were wrongly convicted.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
So, and then the prison system, a lot of them, I'm not sure if it's this is one of them, but they're there to make money. And it's like, you're not keeping them up, but it's like, more prisoners we get in there, the more money. It's a money thing for a lot of prisons.
It's a money thing and a cheap labor thing. Again, slavery. Like I said, they got to work that stuff up. Some of them prisons are built for them to work the stuff off free. Georgia, all of them in Georgia and Alabama. Them folks is on the side of the road picking up trash, building buildings, whatever skill you got. They putting them to work for free, practically.
Definitely.
And then we're talking about how bad this is. Go over to some of these other countries. You sleep on a concrete floor and very cold or extremely hot. The food looks like slop, to be nice. Slop, like something you might regurgitate or out the other end or something of that nature. No blankets, hard labor. And when I say hard labor, you're talking about picking up trash. That's nothing. Yeah. It's like, you're in a ritzy hotel, some of the prisons here compared to when you start going out the country.
We've got a couple of ATMs that I service that I fix and repair that are in prisons. Well, these are county jails. And I go down, I have to go through that spot to get to this part where the ATM's at to fix it. And you can hear some crazy stuff in the county jail. You hear some crazy stuff going on. And you know what? The females are probably 25 feet away from the males inside of that facility.
That's all?
Yeah. They're in the same, they're controlled, of course. But, it's females over with females and males over with males. But you can see the females, and they let them out at different. That's what kind of freaked me out at first. I was like, females in here with the males? Can't something happen up in this bad boy?
Wow.
This one particular spot, this guy was snapping. It was right around lunchtime. This dude was, I don't know if you're having a hypoglycemic fit or something. He was hungry. He was raising all kind of hell. I'm hungry. Boom. Just beating on the door. Boom. And I'm sitting there trying to concentrate. I got the wireless box in my hand. Y'all get up out of here. He sounded like the Hawk. Sounded like he was gonna tear that damn door off and get the whooping everybody button there.
Wow.
So,
I don't know about that.
He go, doom. And this one big old guard walked up there and he said, boom, like, you know. And they said, we're gonna fix this one up. They took a tray in there and he ate that food. You didn't hear nothing else. That boy was in there asleep. They knocked his butt out.
Well, one thing about it, they know they get room and board. They don't have to worry about a roof over their head or food in their belly.
That is true.
They getting that every day.
Yeah.
And some of them go do something to go back just because of that. Because once they get out,
especially in the wintertime.
Yeah, they can't function.
They can't survive on the outside world.
Correct.
You know, it's so crazy. I was listening to some of the conversations in there, and they couldn't wait to get out of there to go to the state.
Mm-hmm.
So evidently, something must be different at the state level than it is at this county level.
I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nah, man, let me go ahead and take me to the state. I couldn't wait to get out there and go to the state. I'm thinking to myself, really? I wouldn't want to be up in that bad boy.
Period.com.
Definitely.
Marcy, just bring us in because we got to have some uplifting words from our coach here, man. We got to have something.
Okay. Let's redirect. You know, we're talking about some very serious issues and things going on now. So, but let's just redirect, regroup, and refocus.
Redirect,
coach,
regroup,
Jeff Relaford.
All right, y'all, here we go. So what we're talking about today is the waiting period. Now, the thing is, I call it the waiting period because a lot of times when we believe that we're working on those objectives to get to the bigger goals, we believe that we're waiting. You know what I mean? Waiting for startup, waiting to rise to that occasion of elevation to say we finally made it. But what if I challenge you today to ask yourself, are you truly in the waiting period? So if you're truly in the waiting period, you will be doing nothing, right? Usually waiting means you're sitting, doing nothing. But if you're working on the objectives towards the goal, guess what? You're not in the waiting period, people. So stop saying you're waiting on something to happen. You're waiting on something to come. If you're already out there doing, producing, manifesting, creating, you're not waiting on nothing. You are walking into your next elevated level of purpose.
Come on.
You have to rethink and reprogram your mind real quick. You have to redirect those thoughts so that you can finally start thinking, hey, I'm a person that does have the ability to manifest, create, and make things happen. Stop saying you're waiting on the blessing and start acting like you're living in the blessing. So that's what I got for y'all today. Stop saying I'm waiting on this, I'm waiting on that. No, you're already walking in it. Believe in it.
Yes.
That's that redirect. That's that regroup. That's that refocus. That's that Jeff Relaford, okay? I was talking to him earlier.
That was good. Yes.
Letting him know how important what he says is to this world, period, okay? People need to hear things, you know what I'm saying? They need to hear what you have to say. They need to get outside of themselves sometime, and they need a voice. They need some, I just, as I was on the phone a little while ago, I saw a not an email, but a post pop up on Facebook. I want to talk to people because people are going through things and I can be a listening ear. Somebody put that out there, okay? So, and then they put their number up there. So I called that number. They didn't answer, all right? So, I mean, how you gonna say you're going to be a listening ear and you don't answer? You know what I mean? So I left a message. I said, hello, I just want to make sure that you heard me. And I want to ask you, why did you put it up there that you're going to talk to people and you don't answer your phone?
I'm going to come and eat your kids.
Oh, Lord. Now, when you left the message, he didn't call back, did he?
No, I ain't called back. I mean, I put it on the other phone. The phone, nobody know the number that, you know.
No, okay, well.
So he didn't call back. So it is what it is.
Hopefully he's not watching this.
I hope
he's not even watching the phone, Marcy.
Okay. No, he might not be answering because he's watching Dope Living TV live.
And Marcy, that's all. That's great.
But you don't care.
That's great. But, hey man, you guys, you know, I got to tell people too, man. My team is the best, man. It don't look. It's like a bicycle. If one spoke is broke, It might wobble, but it ain't never gonna fall down. Okay, I love y'all.
Yeah.
Man. I love y'all.
Yeah.
I love
Never.
love y'all. Straight up. Okay, I interrupted, but go ahead.
You did.
Go ahead. You're doing well. You're doing very well. But you know what? I'm just, really flabbergasted on some of these cases. So, there's a segment that I listen to on the most stupid criminals or the dumbest news, and it just floors me. Some of the things that people do and think they can get away with it. It's just totally ridiculous.
It is. I feel like the reason why I started laughing, I was thinking some of that stuff. Really, you got the nerve to be surprised and retarded. So I'm like,
do you know how many? Do you know there are a lot of criminals who are captured because they do their dirt and go on social media?
Yes.
Well, my cousin got robbed. They took his out. My cousin got robbed. They took his Mercedes. They took his money and everything. He was a gambler, so he had armrests full of money. But anyway, they took his car and everything. And then, they turned around and where the police called him was on social media, because the first thing they do is go look on social media. They took a picture of the car, took a picture of his Mercedes, then all the money that they had. What was stupid about it, this was retarded about it. When they took the picture of the inside of the glove box, the registration sitting there.
Oh, go get out of here.
Come get me. I'm right here.
Exactly. Leaving the evidence right there. People, they be wild about, man.
What else is funny is that as we do this show, I don't see how you guys are always engaged with the audience, okay? But while we're talking to the audience, Marcella typed in there, "Are we speaking on the nurse that killed the 6 people in L.A.?" And then Jeff even asked, "That'll be good, all right?" So that's in the private chat, but I don't see how you guys did that, because y'all didn't even break character. You know what I mean? Good work.
We was in the game, man.
Look,
we in the zone, baby.
Look, I saw it for a millisecond. I was like, huh? Oh, okay.
I'm like, how did it even get up there? Didn't nobody move? I mean, good job, man. Good job.
You didn't even see their fingers typing.
Oh, man.
Wow.
You got to be elusive out here in the game.
Wait. Hey, Greg.
Talking, and all of a sudden I see that's going to be good. I'm like, what the fuck is going to be good? You a finger ventriloquist? I mean, how did you do that?
Something like that.
I saw Marcella do like this. And then the rest jumped up.
Oh, there was a fly. Yeah. There was a fly.
Oh, no. Like, how did he get in my house if he's in your house? Because floor, you didn't see me doing this?
No. I saw it, but I didn't know. No.
We just invented
that sucker's gonna die. I do not do that.
I'm telling you, her fly flew into my house.
Good.
A new form of television, y'all. A new form of television. Jeff, can you feel this? Hold on.
Look.
I can't do it. Marcy, Jeff, can you feel this?
Wait. There it is. We got a Dope Living TV fly.
You wouldn't have felt it if you had that sock on your head, all right?
He said a Dope Living TV fly.
This is true. Hey, we got to brand the Dope Living TV fly. We have to brand the Dope Living TV fly.
Well, Marcy can have it back.
No, you can keep it. I was in the garage earlier, and I had the door open to the house. So it's gonna die today.
Hey, J Real, we need to get your headgear with Dope Living TV wrote across it so we can sell it.
Oh.
Not the sock.
We gotta talk. Wait, hold on. We got to talk about
you mean
that.
The sock?
Yeah.
Let's try.
So would you wear that, Maurice and Greg?
I wear it. I'll pimp it out. Yeah.
Would you wear it?
I will wear it right here.
Yeah.
I
would put it on my head. I would put it on my head in pride.
Hey, did y'all see how old 60 went up with that foot though? Y'all see him limber, right?
Well, you
get up and walk now. Get up and walk now. Get up and walk now. Go ahead.
I'm in the chair. I'll roll my ass.
I heard something clack.
I heard that crackling.
I just sat up here and upset the whole chemistry of the whole show. I'm sorry, y'all.
I could easily take them off, y'all.
I just love fun.
Okay, Dean.
I just love to have fun. I mean, I
I didn't do that.
He probably did that himself. Look.
Oh,
Wait,
he's
maybe
back.
I did.
As soon as I blinked, here he came.
Oh,
Okay,
You a ventriloquist back there too, bro.
Marcy, kick it off.
I did that myself. I'm sorry, Jen. I did it.
But you know the nurse. Let's talk about the nurse though. Her name is Nicole Linton.
Yeah.
And we kind of touched on this yesterday, and it's a really good subject because I didn't even know about this story where she actually killed 6 people trying to kill herself.
Yeah, that's wild.
But she survived and they died.
She could have ate some maggot Reese's cup.
Yeah, it was a lady, her unborn child, her 11-month-old son, her boyfriend, the father of the baby in her belly, and 2 other women in another car that have not been identified yet. And the crazy part is she's got several crash cases from her past. She's got a mental illness. She's a nurse. Well, when I put allegedly, she has mental illness and is well known, and she's still a traveling nurse. They said she was considered a flight risk because she is a traveling nurse, and she's just going from one place to another: DC, LA, Houston. So just traveling across country back and forth. So where's the check and balance?
So did they give any bio other than she's a traveling nurse as far as what type of traveling nurse? You know, what does she deal with?
ICU. They said ICU.
So she's looking at she could be suffering from PTSD.
Exactly. It's a lot of what she's saying.
Like even more, man. Why is it that when stuff like that happens, the person who does that crime, they're the one that survives? Well,
always.
That happened.
Always.
You're in the same crash. You are in the same crash. The drunk drivers, mentally ill people, or whatever. You're in the same crash, but you survive. Everybody else dies. You know, but there has to be something that we can't control who drives all the time. All right, you know, yes, you know, drunk people, you take away their license, they're still going to try to find somewhere to drive.
They're going to still drive.
Combat this.
Definitely.
We can't change it, but you know, and there, I don't even see a way that we can even curtail it. You can put them in jail, but they're going to come out and they're going to drive. People driving with suspended licenses. People are driving under the influence of alcohol, influence of drugs. I mean,
you're not typing something else, are you?
Huh?
I mean, as in Marcy, she typing something else. I see her swinging.
Oh,
Where'd she go?
She gave a smirk.
Everybody, you're doing the disappearing act.
I just did it. I was playing with y'all. Okay.
See what you did.
Okay.
See what you did, Greg.
I'm drinking my
you and your Reese's, maggot Reese's.
Yeah, but you know, you just like you said, Greg. I mean,
I'm a sponsor of maggot Reese's.
Go ahead, Maurice. I'm sorry.
I mean, just like you said. I mean, it seems like a lot of it's more and more people are suffering from PTSD, and a lot of that I think has to do with COVID. Because
I was getting ready to say that Look, man, I'm telling you, it was crazy stuff was happening after everything opened back up after COVID. People were going ballistic.
People here, you know, this is a freaking vacation spot. So, you know, we got people on boats drunk, running over each other. They finding people in the water dead and stuff. You know, people losing their mind. They was glad to get out the house to socialize.
So does that mean you know, because if you look at the Bible, a lot of this stuff has been forecasted. It's already been forecasted. So can we say the sign of the times?
Well, I'm gonna say this. Shoot, back when Moses had them plagues and everything, you know what I mean? That could have been a list of the sign of the times too.
Yeah.
You know, that's why the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun.
Nope.
You know what I mean? A lot of this history, it repeats itself, but it takes on different forms as we evolve in time with technology and other stuff like that, you know. And to be honest with you, this is probably going to be going on long before when we pass away too. You know what I mean? So something's going to happen. We just don't know when.
Why are we surprised? Why are people acting like they're surprised though? You know, it's already been said it's going to happen. I mean, I understand it's something that, you know, there's a lot of killing going on. Okay. A lot of it. but you can't be surprised if you're reading the Bible, and if you really understand, then none of this surprises you.
Right.
Again, that
Exactly.
goes to of me saying, okay, look, I work myself to a point where this stuff outside of here does not bother me. All right, I'm not bringing it to me, and I'm not going to it. You know, I try to live a life of peace, just as you guys do. You guys are my peace. But eventually, like Jeff said, you know, we're going to be dead and gone at some point, and it's probably going to be worse than what it is now.
Well, you remember as we was growing up a lot.
You're going to see it.
Remember when we were growing up, they were talking about the sign of the end times and all that stuff when we was kids, because all the crap that was going on when we was growing up, you know, in our younger days. You know, I can remember plenty of times, you know, what they was talking about in the church, how bad things was. And you think about that, that's a piece of cake now. You know, probably the most worst thing that ever happened to us was a lot of pregnancies back in the day. You know, that was it. Out of wedlock, you know, prison. That was about or if you call it STD, you know, that was probably the biggest thing.
He said that was me too.
no, I was exercising.
But now these kids is, you know, they're kind of on another level with this. I mean,
yeah.
And again, it's been prophesied. I mean, it's in the Bible. You know, the last days and how things are going to get worse. I think things continue to get worse, brother against brother. You know, and all. And the biggest thing that I always take a look at is how it says, you know, about children not being born, not enough of them being born. So I'm sorry, Marcel. I looked over the corner and I saw that. I'm sorry.
Oh, you saw what you said?
Why did you do that? Anyway, but,
I
you know,
killed it with my hand.
about the kid.
I got to get something to kill it. I had to wash and disinfect my hands. That's
she thought the fly had COVID.
No, it was just like without thinking. I was like, bam. No, I was not typing at that time.
How do you smash a fly with
killing
your hand?
something?
Number one, she got them Jedi skills, okay? Because I don't know if a human.
Hey, you got to follow a fly.
You remember when she said she was going to take it earlier? That's how it's going to happen. Lights going to go out. It's going to be power. Lights going to go out.
Oh, no.
I'm going to take what I want.
Marcy, you a new kind of.
I'm sorry. I just came in. What were we talking about?
Flies and dead flies with hands.
No, that was.
We were talking about that lady who ran.
But let me ask you something, Marcella. So, I mean, since you are the don't take the wrong way, the more religious one on this panel. All right. At what point does the religion come in, and the fascination about things that are happening in?
What do you mean? At what point does the religion come
Everybody's fascinated. They act like all of this stuff is brand new and this and that. The Bible says that it's the Bible has already prophesied this. We were talking about that while you were gone. Okay. At what point do you think people are going to realize that this is what's going to happen, as opposed to being like, oh my God, did you hear that this happened and that happened? You know, there's fires in California, or the earthquake, a sinkhole, this, and people are killing in Russia and this and that. Well, at what point will religion or the knowledge of the Bible overshadow the fascination or the surprise?
I don't think there's going to be I don't think it's going to be an overshadowing. It's going to be that people are going to finally realize that the Bible is the Bible, and it is the Word of God, and it is the truth.
Now, I heard somebody today say that when you start talking about religion, you're wrong. Okay, that religion, everybody, and I forget how he said it, but let me see if I can explain it. Maybe you guys can pick up, Jeff. Religion, there's a lot of religions, all right? So if you subscribe to this religion or that religion, this religion, you're actually wrong as opposed to subscribing to the principle of what it means. Okay, you get what I'm saying, Jeff?
I follow you because when I look at the Bible, I'll tell you my biggest gripe that I always have. I know we're switching some gears real quick, but I'm gonna just be brief. My biggest gripe is when everybody keeps talking about. See, I have a different view and opinion when we start talking about Jesus himself. because I know how it's been taught to me. But with me studying over the years, what I've noticed is in our culture, we tend to put more emphasis on Jesus and we forget about the premise of God. That's what we do. We forget about the premise of God to where we start worshiping Jesus and we start looking at these pictures that are depicted of him and we put that ahead of the actual entity and the power that's supposed to be in all of us anyway. So let's say this, the principle that Christ followed was greater is he that is in me than he who was in the world. When he operated with the power of God in him. He never said that I am God.
Never.
Look throughout scripture. He never said that I myself am God. Peter asked, how come I can't, Father, how come we can't do these things that you do? Christ simply responded and said, due to your lack of faith. He did not say because I'm the son of God, because I can do this. He said, you can strictly have the power to do the same things that I can do. So what we've done over the years is, man, we put so much emphasis on a white Jesus. And I only say white Jesus because that's what's depicted out there. You don't see us having black Jesus everywhere. It's always white Jesus everywhere. And then we do all these statues. We even put a lot of emphasis on the cross, the crucifix, and we start worshiping that bad boy. When it's symbolism and representation behind that too. So we have to start, like you said, we pay attention. If we pay attention to the principle, what we'll do is we can take so much more out of that and learn more as opposed to sticking to the actual man and the person.
Hey, Jeff, read this one.
What's up? Wait, Jeff yelling. Oh God!
Out loud.
Does that not constitute praying? Oh wait, okay. Jeff yelling, "Oh God, I'm coming." Does not constitute prayer. Oh Lord, Byron, you a fool. I had to put it together as I was reading. Well, my response to that, Byron, is however you feel you going. However you feel the need to worship, Byron, that's up to you. I'm not gonna come back.
Marcy, you better laugh. You know that was
funny. She ain't gonna laugh.
Byron funny.
She is not going to laugh.
Hold on. We can ready to laugh. Go ahead, Mike.
And boy got issues.
Quit yelling
I don't know
out
what
when
you
they
doing,
mute.
Marcy.
I saw that I was muted.
Quit bailing them out when they're muted. That's the funniest part of the show.
Flip.
The Gina-isms.
I actually heard you tell somebody on another show you were on that you're acting like Gina now because they were muted.
Who said that?
You did.
No,
we looking up. We looking to this side of the room.
Gina,
right, Coach Arnold.
Coach Arnold.
Where's that come from? Coach Arnold.
Marcella,
inside joke.
Inside joke here. Inside joke here.
Marcella, that comment that we were talking about, though, what do you think about that?
Oh Lord.
What comment?
Okay, I'm not going over the comment again. Marcella,
I'm sorry. Which one?
You weren't. That's okay.
Jeff. Jeff was talking
this comment here
about.
Oh God, does not constitute praying. No, that's not it.
Oh, that one.
No, that was just funny. EOS webcam utility.
I'm having some technical difficulties, people. I don't know what's going on.
Come back on.
Going on.
What is that?
Log off, plug. I was going to say plug your camera back in.
Here we go. I don't know. This thing went haywire. I did it all by itself.
Boy, is today Free Friday on a Wednesday?
I don't know. They're trying to censor me, y'all. They're trying to censor me.
Gina.
Yeah.
And I know. Look, you guys are great. You've had a great discussion about the legal system. We got to do this again, honestly. Okay. And I came on and I apologize. Kind of got it off. Okay. But Gina, tell everybody about Vegas.
Ooh, November 9th. Distinguished Authors Guild. We are going to be out in Vegas live, just giving all authors their accolades. You know, they work so hard on the books that they put out there. Distinguished Authors Guild DAG we just want to give them their day and give them their honor. This is going to be a fantastic award show, black tie. And guess what? This is the third year. And not only do we give authors their accolades, but we also give scholarships.
Okay.
DAG is giving back. So you guys just keep your eyes and ears open for the details coming out. Prepare, get ready to come out to Vegas and celebrate with us. We're going to have a wonderful time. I'm so excited about this, guys. I am just truly excited.
Gina,
November 9th,
I read a
Las
book.
Vegas, Nevada.
I read a book. Well, I didn't read a book. I scanned through a book. Okay, and y'all really gonna hate this. Y'all know y'all gonna be like, Greg, I don't believe this. Okay,
mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna name the name and the author. Okay, I scanned through Dating with a Full Deck.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
By Kevin McLemore, and it was actually not a bad read. It was a good read. It had some good passages in it. I kid you not. So, shout out to Kevin McLemore. Y'all go look at and pick up Dating with a Full Deck.
There it is.
And then after 12, you can date with a full dick. I mean, it's a good.
Hush, Gina, you heard it.
That was not DECK.
No.
My teeth are crooked. Words come out different.
Yeah.
I got the gap in my teeth. See, it come out different. You didn't hear it.
I can't co-sign for this one like I normally would. But yeah.
No, honestly, it's a. Well,
he said what he said.
Look, I'm gonna be transparent. Y'all told the joke before I even told the joke. Okay, so let's keep it 100. Okay? If I'm gonna get in trouble, everybody else in here gonna get it.
Everybody else gonna get it.
No, seriously, I did scan through the book a little bit. Okay, and I'm actually going to read it all the way through. So shout out to Kevin McLemore. Okay, Dating with a Full Deck is on Amazon. Y'all get that book. Okay, it's actually a good read. But having said that, man, Gina, so proud of you for doing that for these authors. Okay, I hope they appreciate your effort. You don't have to do this, but I hope they appreciate your effort. This is the start of a series of events. All right, Steve Harvey started the Hoodie Awards. All right, and look at you, girl. Now you starting the Bookie Awards. So it's not bookies. Not them, but
you using some words today.
Because I'm excited. A lot of good things are happening right now. Okay, for the Dope Living TV network, and so I'm just excited. Man. I'm excited.
Right.
Really.
We have Saturday. We kick it with Chris on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sunday we're with Ron Reed.
Hey man, there's getting ready to be a sketch comedy show that's getting ready to pop off. Okay. I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished filming Life on the Other Side of the Bridge. I got another one right here that I'm ready to pop off. Okay, called Tailor Made. All right. Woo! It's a lot.
Don't forget DAG book reviews. He said.
DAG
she said.
Book reviews. There's going to be a game show. There's a game show I'm trying to get to the network as well. All right. A brand new game show that someone created. I'm trying to get that to the network as well.
Biggs Radio,
man, it's a cartoon from a guy who's trying to do. He's got to brush up some stuff on his cartoon. Okay, but
Lulu,
ooh.
Okay. We had him on before.
Backwood Brad getting ready to do some things, huh?
Yes, sir.
Lou. We had the cartoon guy on before.
Yeah, he got a lot of work to do. Okay, we can't put that one on there like that. Okay, but we got a lot of work to do. We just want to, man. I'm telling you guys, when you see the direction that this is going to go, Tubi is great, but we are going to change the way that platform is done. Now, I haven't decided with Gina and Chris. We haven't decided whether or not we're going to make this a free platform and get our money off of advertisers and stuff. I don't know. That's the way Tubi is ran. Tubi is very successful at that. How can we do it a little bit different? Don't know, but it's like things. And shout out to Jocelyn with Jay's Breakfast Club. Things don't just happen; they happen justly. Man, I'm telling you, the way that we work, the way that everybody on here works, it just pops in your head and be like, you know, look, y'all don't understand. Marcella comes up, hey, y'all, I think we should do this. Okay, it's a lot of boring shit that she comes up with, but still, it's I'm just joking, Marcy. I'm joking.
Then you come up and decide to do it later on. Okay, so hush.
I'm joking.
Love you.
But you come through with some stuff. You know, like I said, you cannot beat the fact that we have this life coach on here. We get y'all getting some free life coaching for 5 minutes, okay? Where he charges a gang of money for this. All right, that's what he does.
Little grip there.
He's giving you an opportunity to get a couple of nuggets here or there. Okay, you know, there's nobody better at that. Also, there's nobody better at doing the things that, you know, Maurice makes us laugh, but Maurice is also very talented with this music and with this editing, with these promos and this and that. And I'm telling you guys, all right, I did a lot of post editing for some commercials, McDonald's and Dairy Queen and things of that nature. Okay, Mo is getting ready to do a hell of a job, okay? And Gina, I mean, it's hands down. I met her, re-met her at a post office. Gina, post office. You know what I'm saying? She mailing letters, mailing books off.
I was mailing Alpha's adventure books.
And I'm sitting up there trying to mac to the lady behind the glass, you know. But it was cool. This is when I say that things happen organically, they happen organically. I wouldn't trade these people for anything in the world. We've had a bunch of people come through. Nothing bad about them, okay? But this group here is the core, and this is where we're gonna be. This is where we're gonna all eat at the same table. But that table's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. All right. Don't believe me? Just watch.
Don't believe me? Just watch.
I had a lot to say, man, and I'm sorry that I had to break out for a minute. All right, I had some things that I had to do. Okay, but I love each and every one of you guys that are on this panel. And I love each and every person that has supported us for these couple of years that we've been doing this Dope Living TV platform. Oh man,
we have some dedicated viewers.
Yes,
it's ridiculous, Gina.
Thank you.
It is ridiculous, y'all. Speak on it, man. Marcy, go over and say something.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank our viewers. Thank you for continuing to support us. Like Greg said, we have a lot of great things coming forth, being birthed with Dope Living Network amongst ourselves individually and also with Dope Living Network. Thank you again. Thank you. If you have some ideas or some things that you might want to do, contact one of us, talk to us, let us know what you have going on. It's gonna be good.
Speak on it, Jeff. Tell them about the Jeff podcast.
Yeah, we got the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. It airs every Monday. We just drop a few nuggets. It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. It's just something that you can start off your week with. I'm thinking about maybe going Fridays too, to give y'all some follow-up. You know what I mean? So maybe we can come back on and we can reconnect a little bit so we can make sure y'all truly following through with those objectives to get to your goals. So yeah, that's what I got going on with that. And just live life, you know, laugh a little bit and continue to love, you know. Those are 3 main keys to success and happiness. Go ahead, fulfill it out.
Man, you better believe it. And all I do for Dope Living is whatever they ask me to do as far as promos and music, you know, and serving, of course, here on the panel. My favorite part of it, anyway, is right here. I know Greg forever. Y'all probably already know that. You probably mentioned I know him forever. We used to swap decks together. So
swap what?
Swap decks.
Say that one more time, bro. Say it loud.
Decks. DECK. Oh yes.
Okay.
It went like this. It went like this. Great. Swish.
I think y'all better enunciate that word.
Yeah.
Can I still call you Almond? Can I still call you Almond?
No. Oh no. South Lake.
Y'all tripping. Y'all funny.
I love that.
Hey, Maurice, spell it out, dude. DECKS.
We mop floors.
We chose the one word that can be misconstrued all over America. Okay.
Neither one of y'all can pronounce that word right today.
Right.
Oh Lord.
We mopped the floors together.
Oh my goodness.
That was
He
hilarious.
got us up at the sweaty thong doing this.
Swap them together.
Oh my
you,
goodness.
bro. I love you, bro. I should say that after you said that comment, but
right.
Let's go swap decks.
Oh
Let's
man.
go swap decks. We be swapping decks together.
I'm telling you, we have so much fun on this show. It's just so and you know what? If you guys could see the after show, it's just as funny.
Looney Tunes.
It is just as funny. We truly appreciate all of you guys' support. Hey, we're excited about what's about to happen. We're about to elevate.
Yes.
Dope Living TV Live Network is going to be off the chain. So stay tuned. There's so much that we're going to offer you guys. So much, so many different selections. So just come on, keep riding with us.
I can't tell you guys enough that we appreciate, seriously. And we've all said it today, and we say it every day. Appreciate the support that you guys give us, the ideas that you give us for the show, just the overall love that you give this entire team. We are nothing. We seriously are nothing without you. If you guys didn't come on and talk to us and hang out with us, we'd be talking to each other. All right, and we do that every day anyway. But you know, we wouldn't be able to entertain. We want to be able to entertain, enlighten, and inform you guys of everything that's going on. We are not afraid to talk about any subject here. We're not afraid for the network to put anything on. All right. True, we are going to scrutinize some things because we want to make sure we give you the best of what we got. But the thing is, we want all of your ideas, all of your content, all of your successes, all of your failure. We want everything on here because we want to show people how diverse we are as far as a society of people coming together to make a big thing happen. And we're going to definitely keep you guys in mind, and we want your input all the time. So if there's something that we are doing or something that we're not doing that you want to see, let us know. You can talk to any one of these people here, including Christopher Lane, Chris Mills. You can talk to him as well. And we're going to make sure that we get on. We'll find some way to get on what you need to see or what you want to see. I promise you that. So thank you. Tomorrow we'll be back. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but we'll get it together. These guys did a great job today. They don't need me. Maybe I won't come on at all. You know, maybe we'll just have one person on and do the show, and we'll just have 5 days of individuals, one person talking. Y'all try that. Me and Jim tried that shit. It don't work.
Oh, Lord. An hour and a half, one person.
No feedback.
Okay.
It's hard. Me and Gina tried this. It's hard. Okay. So that's
me
why
for
we
30 minutes. And I'm done.
We have a team.
If they allow me to do my music show, I'd do it for an hour.
Everybody talking about your damn music show.
If they allow me to do it.
Gina, hold on. Gina, hold on. Slap his ass.
Backhand, huh?
Don't forget, this is live. This is live real TV. So if I slap him.
Oh shit.
Wait. Oh,
you got hit too, Marcella? I didn't feel nothing.
She went all the way around.
Just I don't feel nothing. See, that's because they'll
Hey,
say
man.
That's gross.
If you look at this hard,
wait, look.
if you look at this hard enough, you see him moving.
Wait, look.
Stop. I'm not even
If
gonna
you
look at it.
Call
That is
Reese's.
nasty.
Call Reese's and tell them to send me like 10 of them, and I'll sell them.
Hey, Coach Jeff. If I call Reese's and tell them, hey man, look, I put y'all little maggot ass cup up here, okay? And then, if y'all pay us, I'll eat it on the air, okay? Because y'all will see this bag tomorrow. It's gonna still be closed, all right?
I want to try it. I really do. You talked about it.
See, that's
I
the
really
other
wanna
thing.
try
They
it.
do stuff like that for people like you, Jeff.
To kill black people. To kill black
She
people.
said to kill
That want to
black
try.
people.
You know they have chocolate covered chips, chocolate covered potato chips.
I
People
know,
actually
but
buy that.
not with peanut butter. Not with peanut
Bring
butter.
us some.
Mama.
Yeah, it's like a ground up chip.
Well, they might dip it in peanut butter. I don't know. Well, peanut butter too hard to be dipping it.
That's what I'm saying.
I hope someday they dip it in almond, right, Maurice?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Gregory.
Then they can call it Reese's. Then they can call it Reese's. They can call it Reese's Penis Butter Cup.
Oh no! It's 8:34. It's time to go. It's 8:34.
Negro, stop it.
All right, look, y'all.
You do that very well, Greg.
I was going to say that. You're doing that real good.
Thank you,
you make you do like you do when you get that.
Me from swapping them decks.
Now let's see. So let's see what other viewers we get coming on tomorrow, possibly.
We're gonna get a plethora of colors tomorrow. You know, we ought to do a show and invite them to come on the show.
Who is that?
You just called them now.
The Alphabet Gang.
LBGTQ. I said it correctly.
Plus
Alphabet Gang.
And a 1.
Plus.
What's the
2
plus
now,
1?
me and Maurice.
Huh?
Well,
plus 2, me and Maurice and I.
You speak for yourself.
Maurice said, let me correct you.
We were playing. We were playing.
I'm gonna stop though, but yeah, seriously, guys. This is Dope Living TV Live. We appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out with us. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, there's always tomorrow. It's only a day away.
Only a day away.